Why is this turned? There we go. It was turned the complete opposite direction.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Are you hitting the mute button now?
Apparently.
Oh god. It's such a weird place. Just leave it on the...
Yeah, we gotta bring it closer.
Just leave it over here.
Gotta bring it closer.
There we go. Yeah. It's close. There.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. And it's not muted. Cool. And alright. Yes, there we go. Hello and welcome everyone to Anime Talk Show Tuesday, episode 45. Yeah. I said that right.
We're pretty fucking far in this series, and we have no viewers.
Although, after I make the case that we have the only Konosuba pumpkin in the world, maybe.
Just gonna prop it up right here.
Oh, no. Not even for the show, but in general. Like, so you Google image, watch, I'll even show you correctly right here.
Alright.
So, Konosuba carved pumpkin. It doesn't exist. Does not exist. So, my point is, we have one. We made it. It exists now.
Oh, why don't we put it right here?
Because no.
We'll stick it in between us, man.
Well, I mean, you're closer to it.
Am I?
Go grab it. It's outside.
Oh, it's outside?
Yeah.
Out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go grab it then. I don't think it's gonna sit very well right here.
Oh no, scoot the couch back. We're gonna lean it against the wall.
Alright. That's not a good idea.
It is the best idea.
It's very delicate, so be very careful with it.
I kind of figured. Alright, just gonna stick it right here.
I think it'll actually just sit there just fine. I'll hold it. Sit down.
What can we? What if we use it in my hoodie
For what?
to like give it a better sit? Yeah.
I think it's alright. As long as nobody puts their hand over there.
Alright, so I just gotta be very careful this whole show not to fucking hit this thing.
Yeah, that's on you.
Let's bring it closer to the camera just so our non-existent viewers can get a better look. I wish there was a candle in here. Is there a candle?
There's a candle in there. It's not lit.
Okay.
I had it lit last night and then I stopped it. Are you bad at balancing things?
No, I was seeing where the center of gravity was before I fucking... Okay, that's too far back. Yeah, move forward. There we go.
As he sits and moves.
Yeah. It moves. Like, if we move just a little bit, this fucker will fucking...
I'm good. But I'm not, like, throwing all of my back against...
I got it.
Yeah, just hold it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to it the whole show. Let's go.
Yeah, it won't take us very long anyway. It's not like we watch a shit ton of this shitty anime anyway.
Uh...
Speaking of shitty anime, let's start it off with Tokyo Ghoul Re...
Oh, you're actually keeping track?
I'm killing myself, yes.
Oh, no.
Alright. So, still a steaming pile of trash. Nothing is making sense, still. Find out that the information about the dude bro who created the Quinks Bros and who's been making the super half ghouls, person who did Kaneki, the old man, basically, crazy old man, who's also making other owls, I guess. I don't know. Weird. Anyway, he his quote, "I'm trying to make the perfect Kaneki." And I was like, alright. Everybody's obsessed with Kaneki.
You already have the Kaneki. Why do we need a perfect Kaneki?
I don't know. Anyway. Kaneki fights with his Inspector Senpai. Kaneki breaks out ghouls from the Supermax Ghoul Prison. because one of his friends is there, the little girl whose name I can't remember anymore. And while that's happening, what's left, remnants of Algiri Tree are attacking it, as well as Algiri Tree on their island is getting attacked. And then whatever Toka's force is also attacking to save some people. Realistically, I still don't know what the fuck's going on in this anime. It's just like, yeah, there's multiple factions. Everyone's fighting everyone. Like, I don't even know who's a ex-inspector that was turned half ghoul. Like, Amon showed up and started doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful that doesn't fit in there correctly.
Yeah, I'm trying to like get it to like how it would be.
No, she trimmed too much off of it. It won't just sit in there. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like, you have to leave it broken.
Yeah.
Leave it out. Anyway.
I was trying to make it sit well.
Yeah. So anyway, he showed up. He's listed as a failure. Some of the other like half inspector, half ghouls that are not from the ones on the second season, but like the ones that the weird 3-year gap. Those people that disappeared that were inspectors. Some more of them exist, but questions. I don't know whose side anybody's on at this point. It's just a giant clusterfuck. Like there was like, all right, here's all these game pieces on this board. Different color pieces everywhere.
We're just gonna take all the existing people, roll the dice, and see what side they end up on. Is that how it pretty much turned out to be?
I don't even know. But it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the person that writing the story was just like, all right, we got 3 things. Let's get a virtual 3-sided dice and just fucking roll this shit. All right, so this guy's going on this team. Roll it again. This guy's going over here. This guy's going over there.
Never updated the titles. I forgot this is a talk show and not Overwatch. Not Overwaifu, but talk show. I'm gonna update that real quick. I saw that as I was doing this. Talk show. It's in podcasts. This is a new Twitch category. There's just chatting. We might start streaming under just chatting.
I feel like just chatting would be like when we have our guest shows. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
I mean, we do. It's like any talk shows I run. Everything that I do here at this channel is primarily for chatting. I'm gonna try doing that. Just chatting. Go for it. I mean, what do we lose? We stand to lose nothing here.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, but like our fucking chat interaction is pretty fucking solid.
If we had chat, yes.
Exactly. Because whenever fucks decide to show up, we're like, hey, how you doing? You doing good? I'm doing good.
Anyway, but yeah, as far as I got for Tokyo Ghoul Re second season, it's just a lot of fighting, a lot of trying to understand what the fuck's going on, and I still don't. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at until the story finally flushes out and the dust settles and everybody's on their respective sides.
I think I fucking dropped that about mid-season for last season.
Yep.
And like I'm looking at this and it's like, unless I hear something from him, I ain't fucking touching it.
It's not worth watching still.
Exactly.
And I probably won't be worth watching until like the end.
Yeah, so stay tuned to this talk show and we'll let you know when he will let us know when Tokyo Ghoul Re is actually worth watching.
I'm gonna go with probably never at this point.
But he's going to watch it anyway.
I'm going to watch it anyway. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I want it to be good so bad that I'm just going to keep watching it until something good happens. And I'm like, all right, this gets a 4 out of
I feel like 10. That's what happened for majority of people. Like the second half of Sword Art Online, the first season.
Okay. So yes. And then I watched the second season. I was like, oh yes. And the second season started strong. You're gonna get online. I was like, oh yeah. And the second season that started. First episode. Halfway through the episode, I was like, nope, not having this shit again. I just dropped it. Never went back. I never looked back. I have not gone back and watched the second season's second arc, basically.
Oh, I mean, the second arc wasn't way too important, except like
Neither was the second arc under the first season.
Mother's Rosary was pretty interesting, but I mean, the rest of them were just kind of like little random stories that they had throughout the books. Yeah. So, I mean, we're gonna talk about Sword Art Online later. Well, at least I'm going to talk about it because I fucking love the new season.
It's awful. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't even touched it. I just have such a bad taste in my mouth from Sword Art. I just don't want to touch it. I didn't even touch the one from last season.
Man, why can't
Gun
you
Girl,
just
Gun Gale
put your trust
Online.
in me, man? Just do it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I'm letting you know that it's It's good enough to watch.
I don't know, man. Maybe. All right. So anyway, is there anything else you're watching on the first?
I'm going to mention Black Clover. I pretty much fucking dropped it.
Same, because I just don't have enough time, and now I'm like I'm like 12 episodes behind.
I have the time. It's just I got really bored.
Oh. There you go.
I'm still in the middle of that tournament arc.
The one where they're in the like underwater temple thing.
Yeah.
That's where I think all of us are.
Yeah.
Anything else though?
I think I talked about Conception last talk show, didn't I?
Did you? I don't know. You said I heard it was trash, and then that's it. You didn't actually do anything.
Okay. Conception. Don't watch it.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Don't touch it.
Did you watch it?
I watched the first episode.
It was just bad.
I read the comments for the second episode. I didn't watch the second episode. I just went down to the comments to see if it got better. It didn't get better.
No?
Don't watch it. It's shit.
All right. Well,
It promises you a lot of things. It doesn't give you any of it.
Well then, and then on to the God, this has such a long name. There was an English synonym somewhere. Yeah, no, this is the one where it's like Japanese and then ultra Japanese. I can't even read.
Just say
it's
my,
fucking
my big brother anime.
No. This is the what is it? My sister, my novel, or my sister and my novel, something like that. It shows the English translation in the fucking anime on the slide scenes. It's anyway. Long story short, it's fucking little sister writes fucking book light novel about
you told us about
brother
this. You told us about this
and
last
she's
show.
in love and yeah, and so anyway, it's pretty good. Still kind of funny.
So it hasn't taken any downward turns. I feel like this show
it's gone downwards, but not in a bad way.
I feel like we should stop spoiling things and just kind of say, is it still worth watching?
Well, then our fucking talk show will be like 5 minutes. Is it worth watching? Yes. Is it worth watching? Yes. Is it worth watching? No. I'm still gonna watch it. It dropped in there.
Yep.
Anyway, but so then, on that note, then it is worth watching, and yeah. Just gonna say, more ecchi and more bro sis-con. The bro sis-con is like reaching a tipping point. I wonder when they're just gonna finally it's gonna happen. Anyway,
so got you in that anticipation phase?
No, yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Hard to explain. As he struggles to.
I didn't struggle. I just fucking.
Josh Karam. I don't even know where that's
Josh.
at.
How you doing?
Right there. It's under mixer. There we go. Shut up. It's mixer.
We have a Megamine fucking. We got a Megamine pumpkin. You like?
Carved by none other than my girlfriend.
You like it? Yes. You like it, the pumpkin?
Have you watched any of this stuff on Thursday? Wow, Thursday is like a dead fucking. It's a dead fucking day, man.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing on Thursday. Nothing.
Right?
No,
I don't. Nothing this even.
nothing
fun.
here, man. No. It's a very good. At least I'm the very good. He's the alright.
Yep. Let's see. Looks like you're up with Magical Index 3.
I don't know what the fuck is going on in this anime.
Hey, look! Reminds me of Tokyo Ghoul
It's like it's fucking great, but I don't know what's going on. I need to like rewatch the second season or some shit because like I'm just sitting there there's a bunch of different faction. Like I remember there being the magic faction, and then you got the science faction, and then you have our dude just kind of caught in the middle of everything. But now it's like there's subsections and it's like we have religious people. What is your favorite anime? Best, but you can't guess mine.
I don't really have a favorite, so.
I mean, we can't really guess somebody's favorite anime without like genre preferences or shit like that. Why?
That's pretty hard, yeah.
One Punch Man? One Punch Man?
Have you watched Radiant? No, I don't think so.
You
watched Sword Art Online is probably the next one that you watched.
I actually did watch a little bit of Radiant. Actually, I'm caught up on Radiant. Fuck.
Oh, look, you can cover Radiant then.
So Radiant has like a One Piece feel to it. I would say it's actually really entertaining. It's yeah. Aha, got it.
That one. Wow.
Fucking everybody loves One Punch Man.
I like it, but I don't love it. I mean, yeah, I like it, but I don't love it. It's not my favorite.
It's like anyone that's not like hugely into anime.
Hold on a second. Anybody that's not older and like from my generation in their 20s likes One Punch Man. Because the younger kids, that's what they have. It's kind of in their prime.
Yeah, I mean, One Punch Man's kind of like what introduced a lot of people to anime for.
It's like the DBZ of our era.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. Like if and then there's people that didn't really get into anime after DBZ, and then once One Punch Man came out, that's what got them into. You know what? Anime is kind of cool. I want to see like what else anime can give me, and then they start checking out fucking other shit.
Yep. All I have to do is tune into adult show like me. That's why I considered my first real foray into anime.
Oh, it wasn't One Punch Man?
What is One Punch Man? What? Yep, that one.
I thought you were saying that was your favorite.
Lost.
I am lost as well. Oh well.
Alright, Sword Art Online. Go.
Alright, so they finally destroyed the Gigastree.
The what?
The Gigastree.
What the fuck is the Gigastree? The giant tree in one of the...
So, the fucking Kirito went into this world that he has no memory of, and he's actually lived in there for about, I want to say about 8 years, but he just doesn't have any memory of it, because that's what he's been doing this project on, and then it is like, he just got thrown in the world, he doesn't know what's happening. He got poisoned, which is why he got thrown in here. So he's in here while he's recovering in real life. So... the thing is that fucking this dude, like he needs this dude to help him out, like get around the world and whatnot, like kind of use him as a guide. And his calling is he has to cut down this big ass fucking tree that's been working on for the last 3 generations, and there's barely a fucking dent in it. Kirito comes along and is like, "Hey, do you know how to use sword arts?" Fucking teaches him how to use a sword art, and that tree go down. That tree go down.
That's... okay. Alright. I mean, no words for that.
If you watch it, it makes a lot more sense, but...
No, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, that's why you're here.
Yu-Gi-Oh! is... Wait, you're talking about like the original, where they broke all the fucking rules of the card game?
They've always broke all the rules on all the Yu-Gi-Ohs.
Actually, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, they didn't really break any rules. Except for of course, the banned cards. All of the banned cards.
Well, yeah, the banned cards thing isn't really breaking any rules. It's just because the tournaments are like, let's ban these cards.
Yeah.
Also, they banned certain cards and they reprinted them with the same effects just so you can make more money. Which is, it's like Pot of Greed. Became Pot of Duality or whatever, and it's the same thing.
Dude, fucking GX was great. I fucking love GX.
I liked an anime with Pikachu, but the OG was good too. GX was my fave, but the OG was good too. Yeah, see, OG was the real shit. GX was not bad, actually. And then beyond GX, I have no recollection and no longer give a shit.
Grew up watching GX. I like grew up watching the original series, and then like GX came around, and I was like, I think I might be done with this, and then I like tuned in, and was like, this is still enjoyable, and they're actually following the fucking rules for once.
Anyway, on to Goblin Slayer. It's still amazing.
I like that anime with Pikachu.
Right. So yeah, Goblin Slayer, super controversial, extremely gritty, extremely brutal. Loving the shit out of it still. So, party comes together with a bunch of silvers, and for some reason, protecting the world from devastation. I don't know. I don't know, it's kind of funny. They're like, have you heard about the demons and the demon lord and any of this shit? And he's just like, I slay goblins.
That's all he does. He just kills goblins.
Main character is a fucking, like, mental case, just walking. However, his ingenuity is fucking amazing. As you would see from the recent episode, when he did another thing where he took something that was in the game or in the live. I believe it's a game because they keep talking about but they keep talking about rolling dice and stuff.
No, the dice was like the gods did that.
Yes, I know, but like gods as a quotations thing. I'm still trying to figure out that this is just a really intensive D&D game.
What if like people are playing D&D and like it's
I get the feeling this is like just a really odd D&D campaign. At the end, it's just gonna be like, roll dice. Shit, I finally died to goblins.
but like to the people in the world, it's real.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the kind of thing, you know, that's like it's told in the first person from the characters or from the third person. Man. Yeah. Anyway. So anyway, it's great. He keeps using abilities and stuff within the world that are not meant to be used that way, but he is very effective. And he killed. Was it a demon lord general?
No, it was like I think it was an ogre.
It was, but he had affiliation with the demon lord's army.
Yeah,
I believe he was one of the generals or something like that. He was some high lord or warlord. It was something. He was something important because he's like this army was given to me by the demon lord.
I think it was just like kind of not like top tier, maybe like shit. What would be lower than a general?
I don't know.
Like a sergeant.
The fuck's calling me from Odessa, Texas?
And I see your comments. Yeah, Duel Links. I haven't actually played it. Not really interested in Yu-Gi-Oh anymore.
Yeah. I see it on Steam and it's free, isn't it?
Yeah, it's free. If I'm gonna get back into any card game, it's gonna be Magic.
Magic. Yeah.
Everything is more balanced in that game. Fucking.
I don't know if I'd go that far. There's a lot of really broken shit in Magic. Actually, if the balancing mechanic is that everything is broken or there's a broken card for every sort of type, then yes.
Well, as long as you're playing standard, nothing really goes way too wild.
I don't know, man. I still have to find the 5-headed Hydra card that instantly wins the game after like 2 turns. 5 turns? 5 turns.
Not standard.
How's that not standard? It's a part of the game. It's a part of the regular packs that you could have bought years ago.
It's not in standard.
What do you mean?
How
is it not standard? If you can buy the fucking cards from the store, all of that is standard.
It's not in standard. Because the standard is only the last 4 packs that have been released. It's to force you to buy new cards.
Alright, so that's all just bullshit, first of all.
Huh.
I mean, if I go to play Magic, I'm going to use the decks that I have. Because that's expensive, actually, to continue buying these cards every year.
You can play fucking Modern if you want, but I play Standard because it should make sense.
It makes sense if it was a build that made sense a while ago. As long as there's not, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's a completely banned card.
Anyway. Using Ojamas.
An inmate at some place left me a voice message.
That's happened to me.
What?
Just random inmates fucking calling you.
It's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh. I was like, who the fuck's calling me?
It's something about they call you and then they have you redirect them to another line. I have no idea how to do that in the first place. Never really came up.
Oh, so they call you and like try to get you to redirect them to somebody else. I guess it's so you can be an accessory to them doing something illegal. It's basically what it is. Because there's certain people they're not supposed to talk to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a voicemail. I don't care.
Fuck them.
Pretty much. I got a text though. It sent me a text saying that person called me, and I'm like,
yeah, you'll get that. They do that.
Weird.
Yeah, it's automated. Anyway.
Well then, there's an inmate trying to call me. Woo! Alright, so Quadruple S Gridman. Not up to date on it, but I was kind of enjoying it. I'm probably not going to continue watching it. If you like old schoolish, like, it feels more like a kid's anime to me. Something like that.
Like, look at the premise and everything, like all the advertisements for it. It seemed more like kind of like Mega Man.
Something kind of like that. It's essentially the same thing, yes.
Like concept-wise, at least.
Yeah, no, it's essentially that. That's a good comparison there. So if you like that sort of thing, you know, like Power Rangers, it's basically like Power Rangers kind of, but it's with a computer. Still with a Zord thing, but anyway. And then, except all of the friends of Gridman are weapons. So this one dude who's a swordsman is a sword. which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but nah. The big bad is like, it hurts. So I don't know. I'm probably not gonna watch it because like basically at this point, the big bad within 2 episodes already knows who Gridman is and knows who knows about Gridman, whose memories didn't get changed like everybody else's. So long story short, that person could end them with no effort.
Sounds about right.
That's why I'm like, all right, well, this anime got stupid because
it's like, but they'll stay alive because of plot.
Pretty much. So anyway, but yeah, that's about it for me on that subject. We're not always touched Fairy Tail yet. I wanted to, I haven't.
I don't enjoy Fairy Tail. I mean, the fan service is great, but like plot wise and everything, I can't get into Fairy Tail. And I'm the guy that watches a fuck ton of One Piece.
Let's see. So back on to me. I picked up Double Decker for a little bit there. Watched a couple episodes. It's kind of funny. It's like a funny crime action-y show with like very comedy oriented. I kind of like it. I probably won't watch it or continue watching it because I'm behind on a lot of shit, so I have to catch up to a lot of things. But if you like some sort of crime and you like comedy and action, yeah, it'd be pretty good. I mean, the premise is they're in like 2-pair squads with Double Decker system, and they're a special team of a police force where they handle like, well, I guess weird drug users. And when they use a certain drug, it goes into like a different phase or tier of the drug, and then they'll get superhuman abilities. Like they'll basically mutate super hardcore, and they have to be shot by special like drug capsules that are made on scene. It's a premise for something else. There's a premise that I've seen before. I can't quite remember what, but it exists. Anyway, and then on to Ulysses, Joan of Arc, whatever the fuck it is. That's an interesting anime. It's very ecchi. Yeah, ecchi. Yeah, pretty much. It's a little girl, Joan of Arc, which is a little girl. Like, basically because something with the Philosopher's Stone. Now she has to make out with the main character, and like she's always she's turned on and stuff, and like they have to make out to transfer the fluids. It's like, man, this is all the sexual innuendos, and she's underage.
You see, the funny thing is that a lot of people were actually looking forward to this anime because they thought it'd be like a nice, like it might be an interesting like retelling of the Joan of Arc story.
It's not.
And then hearing that,
kind of.
it sounds like they kind of derailed a little bit.
No, I mean like it is a retelling of Joan of Arc story, but in different ways. It's a lot more characters than just Joan of Arc, although she's integral to the plot because now she has part of the Philosopher's Stone.
And the series is named fucking Joan of Arc.
Yeah, Joan Dark something or another. Anyway, yeah. It's interesting because the alter ego, whenever she gets the elixir, it's not like Joan of Arc at all.
Oh, does she become adult?
No.
Nothing like that?
No, she becomes like a fucking giant bitch, basically.
Oh.
She becomes extremely aggressive. She gets superpowers, though, and she like basically can slaughter people without any effort. So, it's cool. It's good, actually, kind of cool, kind of funny. You know, I like it.
Okay. Sounds good.
Have you watched anything on anything else?
You
watching the Slime.
Okay, so we went to
Slime.
Yep, Slime is the thing that I am watching. I saw you were watching it too.
I watched it.
What episodes? How many episodes did you watch?
0. 0.5, 1. I don't know. Did I get through the first episode all the way? I think I might have. Anyway, I stopped there.
You asshole.
I was like, yeah. And that was it. Dude, I don't get enough time to watch it.
You see, what you gotta do is you gotta take your girlfriend and be like, we're watching all the anime together.
I guess she's okay with that sometimes.
It's like I feel like that would be my dream girlfriend, just constantly watching anime with me. I'd be like, yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of existence, there, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just a girl that'll enjoy doing things with me that I like to. Although you don't like anime, I guess to the extent that I do. I watch a ton of anime.
Oh, I watch a lot of anime.
Did you say why?
I watch a lot of anime.
Oh.
Maybe not as much as you, but compared
to
the
most
average
people?
person, the average anime fan, I watch a lot of fucking anime.
Speaking of which, we're almost all the way through fucking Castlevania. Started on the first season last night, and now we're like midway through the second season.
Oh, me and Dakota watched the full second season last night.
It's very short.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah. Just so you know, they have been greenlit for season 3 already. So
Netflix isn't going to do that thing where they kill everything at the third season.
I hope not.
Because that's a running meme. Netflix is just like Half-Life.
Well, I mean,
they can't produce a third.
I mean, it really depends on like how successful shit is, whether or not they'll give them another season.
I'm sure they will. To be honest, I don't know. It looks really good. Like when I started watching, I was like, "This looks really good,"
Yeah.
and it's super gruesome. And I was like,
Yeah, so
yes.
we should probably talk about Castlevania since it's like if you
We'll have to cover it at the end of the year, or at the end of the season, because the whole season dropped. The whole thing is done.
Yeah, I'm just saying like
It's good and it's worth watching.
if you enjoy things like Hellsing Ultimate, I think that
I don't think it really follows Hellsing Ultimate.
I was saying like that kind of like blood and guts and shit. I mean, it probably has a lot less, but it's still there. There's a lot of violence.
It's not as nitty and gritty as Berserk or as Hellsing Ultimate, to be honest. It's fairly like comedy ridden. There's a lot of comedy in it.
Yeah, there is.
That's why I'm like,
Especially between Alucard and
Belmont kid,
yeah, Belmont.
Trevor. There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying. He's like his last name popped in my head, but I was like, no, I want to fucking say his first name. Fuck. Yeah, they fucking stab at each other all the goddamn time. It's fucking great.
Yep.
Hey, guess how Alucard says bye to the Belmont kid at the end.
Well, nice. That's beautiful.
And Belmont's just like, fuck you too. Just rides off on a horseback.
I'm guessing Belmont gets the sorcerer chick.
I'm not spoiling that for you. I'm just saying that they said goodbye.
Oh, you're not gonna spoil it if he gets to like fuck the chick. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. Either that should like Alucard,
Well,
you're my savior.
It'll be interesting to see like what happens in season 3 because like they give you all. They give you a lot of like things that be like, oh hey, this might happen, this might happen, and it's like these things are sure to happen. But let's see how much.
All right, so yeah, back to slime.
Yeah, so slime. It's good. You should watch it. There's so basically fucking he took charge of this goblin village, and he took in a bunch of fucking wolves. He made them all more powerful by giving them names. And then he went off to a dwarven kingdom. And then he recruited a bunch of dwarves to bring back. And that's where we are.
No, well, that's interesting.
That's
Has
extremely
he taken
shortening.
human form yet?
Huh?
Or no? Has he taken human
No.
form yet? He's still just a slime?
I'm still wondering, like, how does he...
Maybe it doesn't ever happen.
I lost the lid again. Anyway, my question is how does he get the human form? Because fucking so far he basically has to destroy any creature that he wants to. Like it has to be a dead creature so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that lid.
And now it's already starting to deteriorate. That's sad.
Yeah, pumpkins do that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, it's a good thing we just barely got the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, yep. Other than that, there's Golden Kamuy. I haven't touched it yet, to be honest. Second season of it. First season was great. I need to watch it. I have a lot of catching up to do. I probably will eventually. Other than that, I think that's really it. I think that's about everything.
Well, did you say you were caught up or not?
No, I said I'm going to have to, but I said it's good and it's worth watching.
Yeah, like fucking Golden Kamuy. If you haven't already, go watch the first season. Fucking then try to catch up on the second season that's coming out. Yeah, we are. Well, let's see, like 5th episode into everything.
Yeah.
I am trying
Somewhere
to hold the
we're
lid
in
up
7.
because this fucker falls in.
Why are you fisting the pumpkin? It doesn't fall in if you just set it up right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It comes out really easily too, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Hey man, do you like the mega meme? You like the mango memes?
Anyway,
Mean pumpkin.
Mr. LD Fabs, you're a bit late. We're basically ending the show.
Hey man, but we can sit here and chat. You got nothing to do with your life, do you?
No, I'm not. I have things to do.
Oh, he has things to do.
It's Fallout 76 beta time, boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually want to do that or not.
I don't know. I paid $1 for it. It's nice, worth it.
Oh, it's $1.
On Kingwin, yeah.
I
Just
do
for the
it.
beta.
Fuck that.
It's not bad. Not bad for me. I was like, I wanted to buy it, so I wanted to make sure I wanted to, basically play it. So I did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, if you guys say that it's good, I'll probably end up buying it anyway.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. We're trying to get Trooper into it, and all that stuff. So we'll see. Play Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is good. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and roll the outro here. Thank you all for joining, and we'll catch you on the next stream. And the next streams here are usually, I think we pushed back the Thursday show to about 8:30 to 9 p.m. CST on Thursdays. And then you can catch us back here on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. CST, usually around about when we try to start. We might need to start pushing it back to maybe 8 since you work late.
Plug. Extra life.
Yes. Also on Saturday, for those of you who don't know, it is the 3rd, and on the 3rd every year is Extra Life. We participated in Extra Life last year as a group, and the Speakeasy gang will also be participating this week or this weekend, on the 3rd as well. We will be, I think we're going to be running, most of us, probably me and you are the only people doing 24 hours. Me and Cohen, or me and High Cake, the guy that is here with me, who also lives with me too.
Yeah.
We'll be running 24 hours here, I think starting, what did you say you wanted to do 24 hours starting the Saturday day, like 12 a.m. Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah. And we will do that. I'll probably have a pre-stream hype stuff going on Friday. I'm maybe take a nap when I get home, or probably just kill myself and go through it anyway.
Friday, I'm just, as soon as I get home, I'm going bed.
Gotcha. So anyway, thank you all for joining yet again, and we'll catch you on the next streams.